Quote, "The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it." Albert Einstein. Press release. Investigative report by John Brakey, Director, Audit Elections USA and Team. Santa Cruz County, they sued us for asking. Contact John Brakey, Director, Audit Elections USA. John Brakey at gmail.com. 520-339-2696. Date, Wednesday, July 16, 2025. Tucson, Arizona, a remarkable report by John Brakey, Director of the nonpartisan nonprofit organization AUDIT USA, exposes unlawful litigation, intimidation tactics, and cover-up by government officials in Santa Cruz County, Arizona, in their retaliatory efforts to silence him, bankrupt his organization, and put an end to his 20-year quest to make elections transparent, trackable, and publicly verified. From the founding of AUDIT 20 years ago, Brakey and his team, including Attorney Bill Risner, have worked tirelessly to expose unlawful election practices and improve election procedures across Arizona and the U.S. But in Santa Cruz County, they found themselves drawn into a deeply embedded culture of corruption that has included the recent conviction of the county treasurer for embezzling over $38 million, the recent conviction of the county assessor for a decade of accepting bribes to reduce taxes on selected properties, funds missing from the county attorney's office, and more. When Brakey requested several public records from the Santa Cruz August 2, 2022 primary election, the county promised to deliver the records to him on August 18. Instead, without any warning, they sued him on that very same day, asking the court for a declaratory judgment as to whether the cast vote record, CVR, is a public record or not. The problem with this lawsuit, as the Superior Court judge has now ruled twice, is that a county is not allowed by law to sue a requester of public records. But the private law firm hired by the county, Pierce Coleman, continues to appeal the case, racking up huge legal fees for itself at taxpayers' expense, pursuing a case it has lost twice and will lose again, and forcing AUDIT USA to spend its limited funds defending itself against a lawsuit that should never have been brought in the first place. What began as a simple public records request has escalated into a 3-year legal battle, costing taxpayers more than $100,000, and exposing a pattern of misconduct and abuse at the highest levels of Santa Cruz County government. Brakey documents a series of deeply troubling revelations. Intimidation tactics and threats against him personally. A lawsuit ruled twice by the court to be unjustified, yet continuing at taxpayers' expense. Missing surveillance footage. Unlawfully redacted legal invoices that attempt to hide Pierce Coleman's huge legal fees. A chilling retaliation campaign against Brakey and AUDIT USA. A statewide crackdown on election records tied directly to this case. Brakey's sweeping 10,000-word investigative report isn't just about one county, however. It's about a systemic, nationwide problem: concealment, retaliation, and suppression of public records, especially the records that allow we the people to verify election outcomes. "This matter extends beyond me or any individual county," Brakey stated. "If governments can initiate lawsuits simply because someone files a public records request, then the principles of transparency and democracy itself are in jeopardy." Despite clear rulings from Pima County Superior Court that Santa Cruz County's lawsuit was improper, the county continues to appeal, wasting public funds. Meanwhile, other Arizona counties are now refusing to release CVRs, citing the unresolved case as justification. "This is a textbook slap case, a strategic lawsuit against public participation," said Brakey's attorney, Bill Risner. "We've filed a cross-appeal to have the case dismissed, seek sanctions, and request a culprit hearing. We want to know, who devised this scheme? Was it county officials? Their attorneys? Or were outside influences involved?" Brakey's report includes first-hand documentation of threats, false accusations, and retaliation. It also exposes the misuse of Arizona's IRS Section 16-625 to suppress nearly all digital election records statewide. In response, AUDIT USA is calling for creation of a Santa Cruz County Citizens Election Transparency Commission, full enforcement of Arizona's public records laws, protection for whistleblowers and citizens from legal retaliation, implementation of AB, auditable ballot examination, a free tool that allows the public to verify elections using ballot images and cast vote records, or similar solution. "We stand at a crossroads," Brakey said. Our country is being pulled toward deeper division, distrust, and disinformation. More than ever, Americans are losing faith in the very process that underpins our republic, our elections. And if people stop believing their vote counts, it's only a matter of time before some turn away from ballots and toward autocracy. That's why I've spent the last 3 years documenting what happened in Santa Cruz County, Arizona, and why this new investigative report may be one of the most important I've ever published. Democracy dies in darkness, but it can be revived in the light, Brakey added. It's time to turn on the lights in Santa Cruz County. * Full investigative report and media assets. Part 1 PDF, press release, Audit USA's Investigator Report, Santa Cruz County, AZ. Part 2 PDF to the voters of Santa Cruz Co. AZ. They sued us for asking, then tried to bury the truth. Part 3 PDF, Investigative Report, Santa Cruz County, Culture of Corruption. They sued us for asking. Link to file that has 6 PDF press releases since the case started in August 18 of 2022 to 2025. Go to John Brakey Substack. They sued us for asking, full report. Videos in podcast format. Part 2 video, to the voters of Santa Cruz Co. AZ, they sued us for asking, then tried to bury the truth. 11 minutes. Part 3 video, Investigative Report, Santa Cruz County, Culture of Corruption. They sued us for asking, 67 minutes. Video demo on how Audit USA's ABE works, Auditable Ballot Examination, by Ellen Tyson. 19 minutes. Public tool to verify election results using ballot images and CVR database. Video Ken Bennett explains how ABE works and the 5 key steps to verifiable elections and prove to the public that our elections are real while taking away any impunity a hacker might have by making elections transparent, trackable, and publicly verifiable. Links in the YouTube description. End. Yes, democracy is in crisis. According to respected studies, public trust in U.S. elections is at a 70-year low. The Pew reports show only 17% of Americans still have confidence in our elections. But the real number might be even lower, closer to 3 to 4%. Most people only trust the results when their party wins. And that's not how a functioning democratic republic is supposed to work. Voter turnout in the U.S. ranks among the lowest in the developed world. Many Americans believe elections are rigged or meaningless. As the old quote, often misattributed to Mark Twain, goes, if elections made a difference, they wouldn't let us do it. So, how do we fix it? We prove it's real. And that's what ABE does. It took years of work by me and the Audit USA team to develop ABE, the Auditable Ballot Examination System. So please, take a few minutes to watch former Arizona Secretary of State Ken Bennett's video on the 5 key steps to verifiable elections. The problems in our elections may be complicated. But the solution is not. Transparency. Verification. Public tools like ABE. I've learned that when you shine a light, shadows retreat. ABE and tools like it are that light, and there are others. ABE, along with similar tools, serves as an example of that innovation, and there are additional options available. Let's use them together. Let's use these digital tools they don't want us to know about. Because democracy dies in darkness, but it can be revived in the light of transparency. Seeing is believing. Let's turn on the lights together. Transparency equals truth. Best regards. John R. Brakey. Arizona Brakey Tribe, Family Photograph. My advocacy for election transparency is rooted in the belief that safeguarding a strong democracy is the most significant thing I can leave for my children and grandchildren. In my view, an activist is someone propelled by a genuine commitment to causes greater than themselves. Their motivation does not derive from the pursuit of power, wealth, or recognition, but from a profound sense of purpose. Heightened awareness of injustice, cruelty, or inequity inspires me to take substantive action with others. The power of ABE. Our inspiration for naming our program ABE was drawn from the words of Abraham Lincoln. I have faith in the people. They will not consent to disunion. The danger is, they are misled. Let them know the truth, and the country is safe. Here's another incredible quote. If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be the author and finisher. Abraham Lincoln.